Maui's Hollywood storyboard artist. Keith Tucker's found a way to work for some of the biggest studios in the film industry without having to leave the Valley Isle.
Hi, I'm Michael W. Perry. Thank you for joining us for another Sunday Night Hawaiian Moving Company, and we have an incredibly jam-packed show tonight, so we'd better get started. You're watching the Hawaiian Moving Company on KGMB9, and the man you're about to meet has done work that's helped to create some of the biggest movies in Hollywood, but he does it from the Valley Isle. That's why Keith Tucker is in our entertainment spotlight.
Ever since I was a kid, I really loved the comic books, and I loved movies and film, all types of film, cartoons, and the art. And I just had to make a career of it, and I spent hours upon hours learning this, and it became a lifelong career.
Keith Tucker from Maui is one of those grown-ups who's found a way to make a living in a kid's world. As Hawaii's only professional Hollywood storyboard artist, Keith spends most days right here in his cozy upcountry Maui studio, cranking out the kid stuff.
The studio sends me a script. I read it through, I get a sense of what's important, the important story points, at which point I can then start drawing, knowing where I have to go.
A storyboard artist is more than just somebody who can draw. Keith creates the entire flow of the project he's working on. He chooses camera angles, creates backgrounds, inserts facial expressions. Basically, he has the flexibility to create the entire visual look of the story he's telling, as long as he stays true to the characters.
The studio sends me model sheets of the characters. This particular one is a size chart. It shows me the size relationship between Granny and Tweety and the rest of the gang. This is a mouth chart for baby Sylvester. It shows me how the mouth moves when a character speaks.
How can there be a kitty who can't catch birds? How can there be a critter who spins and grins?
When Keith gets done, this is the next step. The producers edit his scenes back to back and create what they call an animatic. This one is one of his baby Looney Tunes jobs. Now, his storyboards are all used to make sure that the flow of the script is working as imagined before they send it off to the large number of artists who actually draw the show frame by frame.
When I'm at the drawing board, there were two parts of my brain in action, the adult and the kid. The adult has to make sure the film works. The kid just wants to have a lot of fun.
He followed her to school one day, school one day, school one day. He followed her to school one day, which was against the rules.
Keith has worked on all kinds of cartoons, including Pinky and the Brain, DuckTales, Rescue Rangers, Tom and Jerry, and even big screen projects like Spider-Man the movie. He's worked for some of the biggest names in Hollywood. For example, Steven Spielberg. But you don't have to watch TV or go to the movies to catch Keith's work. You can find his artwork on the cover of all kinds of comic books.
When I'm drawing, I get to go to other worlds, other places, and I never have to leave my office. Fantasy worlds that one can only imagine.
Surrounded by a host of characters he's helped to bring to life on the big and little screen, Keith spends 8 to 12 hours a day drawing just for fun. Now, that's not to say he doesn't make a handsome salary for what he does, but having fun is what his job is all about. So the next time you're watching something like He-Man cartoons or reading a Marvel comic or enjoying a big movie like Spider-Man, think of Keith Tucker over there on Maui, the one guy from the islands who's getting paid to play in a kid's world.
Keith is an incredibly talented guy. He's currently working on a Korean animation project, and of course he's always working on baby Looney Tunes storyboards. But in addition to that, he has a lot of local art that you can see on his website. It's really good. Check it out on our website, HawaiianMovingCompany.com.